Hi, this is Phil from LifestyleInvestors.com, and I want to spend the next few minutes talking with you about 9 actions that you can take in the next 90 days to put yourself on the path toward a higher return on your lifestyle investment. These actions are going to be broken down into 3 categories. The first category is short term. These are actions that you can take over the next 3 days, which I guarantee will impact in a positive way your return on lifestyle investment. The second category are medium-term actions, actions that you can take over the next 3 weeks that will really start to set you on that path towards long-term increases in your return on lifestyle investment. And finally are the long-term actions. These are actions that can, over the next 3 months, significantly increase your return on lifestyle investment. Over the next 3 days, I want you to do 3 things. The first thing is take a day off. You've earned it. Whether it's taking a day off from the office or taking a day off from work at the house, whatever it is that you do on a day in, day out, repetitive basis, take a day off. Call in sick if you have to. Use a flex day if you have to. Get somebody to cover your shift if you have to. With the day off, the important thing is that you do something that you've been planning to do for a long time. Something for you. Something that you want to get off of your list. Also, during that day, find something spontaneous to do. That'll make the day exciting as well. Next, find a task or an activity that you do either at the house or in the office on a repetitive basis and get rid of it. I don't mean not do it. I don't mean get rid of it as in forget it. We all need to be responsible employees, responsible husbands and wives, etc., etc. But the point is that you can find an activity and come up with a creative way to get someone else to cover it. There are multiple ways to do this. There are lots of resources online, if you do some research, the groups that will provide personal assistance online. These folks are great for taking activities that you have at work that happen in and out, putting data into a spreadsheet, or making a certain phone call at a certain time of day to someone to get a status report, or whatever. Find somebody that you can outsource that task to. Find a colleague on your team that you can delegate that task to. The point here is that you free up some of your time by identifying a task that you do routinely and get someone else to do it. You're important, you're smart, you're valuable in the operation, whatever it is, but the place is not going to come down to its knees if there's one less thing that you do. So figure out what that activity is and write it down on a piece of paper. Think about how you're going to outsource it. Get more sleep. Medical research shows that most adults do not get the recommended 8 hours of sleep that they should. I want you to try an experiment. Over the next week, go to bed 1 hour earlier than you normally would. See if there's a difference the next day. See if you feel any difference. See if you do this for a week, at the end of the week, see if you feel more rested. If you can't sleep, if there's no way that your body is going to let you sleep an extra hour earlier because you're so in tune to your routine, then you're still going to try. You're still going to get in bed, lie down, and meditate. Just lie there. But the point is, you need to train your body, more sleep, 8 hours a night for the average adult. Okay, over the next 3 weeks, here are the things that you're going to do. Inventory your assets. I don't know if you remember, but Jake posted an excellent post out on LifestyleInvestors.com about what's your best asset. You need to get out there and read that post. Think about these things. What is it that you're good at? Make a list on a piece of paper of all the things that you're good at. Next to it, Make a list of your interests. Do a little bit of analysis and see where your strengths and your interests intersect. Draw a circle around those because they are special. We'll come back to them. Remember that task that you wanted to outsource or delegate that we talked about a couple of slides back? Well, now it's time to make it happen. Get out there, get in, see your boss, talk to your teammate, get that task delegated. Call your personal assistant on the phone and explain to them exactly what it is that you want them to do, and then get them to do it. And bingo, you've got that time back. That time is yours. You've got control of it. Your return on lifestyle investment is increasing, folks. Build your network. With your list of strengths and interests, I want you to do this over the next 3 weeks. Those things that you circled, strengths and interests intersecting, those should align with hobbies, things that you're good at. Reach out to somebody that's also an expert in this area. Let's use an example. Let's say that your hobby is fly fishing. You have a particular skill at it, and you really enjoy doing it. Maybe there's a subdomain within fly fishing that you're interested in, such as tying flies or putting together, building a fly rod. Find someone that's an expert in that area and contact them. Now, there are lots of ways to contact people, as you know, but here's what I want you to focus on. Try to set up a face-to-face meeting with that person. Talk to them in person. That's the best way to do it. One tactic that I use is setting up the accidental meeting. If you know where the person is or where they're going to be, you can set up the accidental meeting. Oh, hey, how you doing? You know, my name is Phil, and I'm really interested in, and take it from there. If you can't set up the accidental meeting, the next best thing is talking to them on the phone. And if that doesn't work, then send them an email. But strengthening your network, folks, that's the way to go. Okay, over the next 3 months, these are the things that you can do to really start to significantly increase the return on your ROLI. Establish your expertise. You figured out what that is. You've started to build your network. You've met a new person, a new expert. Now you're going to take that whole thing the next step. You're going to establish your expertise. Start a blog. Start writing about it online. Create a website. Become an active member in a discussion board or an online forum. In addition to you creating a blog, there are probably folks out there that have blogs with very similar topics. Join one. Become a member. Comment. Even get to the point where you are writing posts on other blogs, in addition to your own, that folks are reading. The other thing you can do is write an article for an actual hard print publication. There are lots of them. Whether it's work-related or hobby-related, you can certainly find a hard copy publication and write an article for it. Get off your behind and get out there. Meet people in this area. Previously, you established an additional new person in your network of contacts. Now you're taking it to the next step. Attend a conference or a trade show and meet a whole group of them. Join a community. Become an outspoken member. The more people that you meet, the more valuable it is to your network, and the more you are going to be able to leverage those relationships later. Read a book. Books are fantastic. In so many ways today, people are glued to the computer, and yes, there's all the work with the blogs and reading and writing, but read a book. I've got a list of books here, and I want you to pick one of the 3 on the top for sure and read one of those, and then move on from there. Either Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or The 4-Hour Work Week. Read one of those books. After that, if you've got a how-to guide aligned with your interest or a field manual of some type, pick it up and read it. Reading is good for your brain, and it will also align and help frame thoughts for your continued writing online. Taking these practical steps will put you on a journey towards a significant increase in the return on your lifestyle investment. Go on out to lifestyleinvestors.com and take a look at what we've got out there on the blog. I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.